Hey, what's up, my friends? My name is Bill. Welcome to Cars That Last. On today's video, how long will a Toyota Land Cruiser last? Now, in this video, we're going to cover the Toyota Land Cruiser, but we're also going to cover the Lexus LX450 and the LX470. It's essentially the same truck. Let's take a look. Also, I just wanted to say shout out to my subscribers. Thank you guys for believing in me. And I've got a lot more videos coming your way. If you're new to my channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. There are 5 things I would like you to know about this information before we look at the vehicles. Number 1, I gather my information by researching cars that are available across the United States that are for sale. Number 2, by analyzing this data, it can help me gather patterns and trends of vehicles and their reliability. Number 3, past performance is no guarantee of future results. Number 4, I'm a believer that not all cars can make it to 300,000 or more miles. Oftentimes when vehicles are lemons, owners are going to give up on those vehicles well before they hit that mark. And number 5, this data does not reflect whether major repairs have been done on the vehicle. Now, why did I want to put this information on my video? The Toyota Land Cruiser and the Lexus LX450 and 470 have been one of the most reliable sport utility vehicles in the world. I will share some statistics with you that I find to be quite eye-opening. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a vehicle from one of our viewers that I think you'll find quite interesting. Now, there are a few things you need to know about the Toyota Land Cruiser and the Lexus LX470. It's basically the same vehicle. The Lexus is going to have more bells and whistles and a few more luxury items. These vehicles are going to be bigger than vehicles like the Toyota 4Runner. They are very rugged, very reliable, very dependable, and they have some of the lowest vehicle complaints. Now, one other thing that's interesting about the Land Cruiser is that these vehicles have become very popular for the Land Cruisers of the 1960s, 1970s, and 1980s. Some of these vehicles are $20,000 to $40,000 fully restored or more. Now, on the downside, why doesn't everybody drive a Toyota Land Cruiser? It sounds great. Land Cruisers are big, heavy vehicles. They can weigh up to 6,000 pounds. And the gas mileage is a paltry 12 to 14 miles per gallon. So for a lot of people, it's not exactly a very good fit for commuting in Los Angeles traffic. Now, one other thing about my data is I like to find used affordable cars. So I did my search for vehicles less than $10,000, and I found a total of 72 Land Cruisers currently for sale, ranging from the years 1998 to 2004. 6 of those vehicles had more than 300,000 miles, and 62 out of 72 of those vehicles had between 150 and 300,000 miles. Prices for these vehicles ranged anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. For the Land Cruiser, the highest one was a 1998 model with over 360,000 miles. Now let's take a look at the Lexus LX450. Now, the Lexus LX450 was essentially the same as the Land Cruiser in 1996 and 1997. It just had the Lexus badging on it. For the Lexus LX450, there were 8 available. 6 of those were between 150 and 300,000 miles. 2 were less than that. The highest one had 258,000 miles. And for the Lexus LX470, there were a total of 62 vehicles ranging from 1998 to 2004. 5 of those vehicles had more than 300,000 miles, and 51 had between 150 and 300,000 miles. The highest Lexus LX470 had over 420,000 miles. So these may not seem like big numbers, but in my research of all the vehicles that I've done, these are some of the highest percentages of vehicles above 300,000 miles and above 150 to 300,000 miles. And let's not forget production numbers. Total production for the Toyota Land Cruiser from 1996 to 2004 was approximately 100,000 vehicles. For the Lexus LX450, produced between 1996 and 1997, there were a total of 14,000 vehicles. And for the Lexus LX470, between 1998 and 2004, there was approximately 79,000 vehicles produced. So the ratio of higher mileage cars based on production is one of the highest that I've seen. So now let's take a look at today's viewer ride. It comes from Rick A. Rick is an owner of the Toyota Land Cruiser, a 1998. He calls it the lunchbox. He He has over 420,000 miles. What's interesting about this is he's done a number of modifications, as you can see in the photos. He's got a snorkel, he's got gear on top and in the back. He also has rugged 35-inch tires. Bigger tires can create more miles than what the odometer would say, and he figures he has close to over 500,000 miles. And if you want to see more information about Rick's vehicle, check out the links below. I've posted links to his videos as well. Now, one other thing about the Toyota Land Cruiser in this segment, what I find interesting, these vehicles are between 1998 and 2004. They range from prices from $5,000 to $10,000. What's interesting to me, it's quite possible you could find a Toyota Land Cruiser and pay, say, $7,000 to $8,000, drive it for 100,000 miles, and still not lose a whole lot of money with it. Now, it may be a little bit early to say whether or not these are going to be collector vehicles, but they are definitely at the bottom of the depreciation curve. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thanks so much for watching. I've got a lot more content coming your way about vehicles that last a long time. How many miles are on your vehicle? Love to hear your comments. Feel free to post them down below. Thanks for watching.